What if I told you there were warriors who bit through iron shields with their bare teeth? 872 CE. Viking swords shattered against human skin. Men took spears to the chest and laughed. This isn't mythology. These wolf warriors were real, and what they did to become superhuman will terrify you. This isn't mythology. This isn't some Hollywood fantasy. Scientists have found physical proof that these wolf warriors were real, and the techniques they used to transcend human limitations will make your blood run cold. By the end of this video, you'll understand why entire armies would flee at the very mention of their name. And honestly, you might wish you'd never learned the truth. But before we dive in, pause this video and guess what archaeologists found buried with these warriors. The answer will shock you, and I'll reveal it in exactly 3 minutes. Now, you've probably heard of Vikings. You might even know about Berserkers. But the Ulfhednar? They were something that will haunt your nightmares. Something that blurred the line between man and beast in ways that still terrify modern scientists. I'm going to reveal 3 shocking truths that will completely shatter how you see human potential. First, scientists found physical proof that will make you question reality itself. Second, the transformation ritual was so brutal that most men died attempting it. Third, how they gained immunity to weapons using methods that governments have classified to this day. But here's what's really going to blow your mind. Stick around until minute 11, because what I discovered about their connection to modern special forces will make you realize these techniques never actually disappeared. All right, remember that question from earlier. Here's what archaeologists found buried with these warriors. Human bones, with bite marks from other humans. But that's not even the disturbing part. Medieval sources describe something that should be physically impossible. Warriors who would fall into battle trances, shaking violently as an otherworldly rage seized their bodies. Witnesses claimed they gained supernatural strength and became impervious to weapons. Now, before you think this is medieval superstition, multiple independent sources from different time periods and regions describe the exact same phenomena. But the most chilling evidence, their enemies documented this. Christian chroniclers, who had every reason to dismiss pagan warriors, wrote in absolute terror about encounters with men who seemed to feel no pain and moved like something inhuman. But wait, it gets worse. The ritual they used to achieve this transformation is so intense that I honestly debated whether to include it in this video. I know this sounds insane, but stay with me. The evidence gets even more disturbing. So how does a man become a wolf? The answer involves rituals so psychologically brutal that they literally rewired the human brain, and most people who attempted them never came back. Picture this nightmare. You're dragged into the depths of a Scandinavian forest in dead winter. You're stripped of everything that makes you human. Your name, your family, even your identity. For weeks, you live like a wolf. You hunt like a wolf. You eat raw meat. You sleep in caves. But that's just the beginning. This is where it gets really dark. They consumed plants and mushrooms containing psychoactive compounds that modern science is only beginning to understand. Amanita muscaria mushrooms, known for inducing states of berserker rage and complete dissociation from reality. The real transformation happened through something called hamram, a complete psychological breakdown where the warrior's human consciousness merged with their wolf spirit. Ancient texts describe the moment. His face became that of a wolf, his eyes blazed like fire, and foam flowed from his mouth. He knew neither friend nor foe, but only the hunt and the kill. And here's the part that will make you sick. This wasn't temporary. Once you completed the transformation, you could never return to normal human society. You existed forever between man and beast,
permanently damaged. You're probably thinking this can't be real. What I'm about to show you will prove you wrong.
Don't click away yet. What I'm about to show you defies everything we understand about human biology. During the Battle of Hafrsfjord, Harold Fairhair's chronicler wrote, "They came out of the mist like wolves given human form. Swords broke upon their skin, spears bent against their flesh, yet they felt no wounds." Here's what's terrifying. Modern science can actually explain this. Humans in deep dissociative trances can exhibit superhuman strength up to 300% normal capacity, complete pain immunity, impossible reaction times. The Ulfhednar weren't accessing magic, they were accessing the absolute limits of human potential. But here's the cost. These abilities literally burned them out from the inside. Many couldn't control their battle rage and would continue fighting until they died, from wounds they couldn't feel. They were outcasts from their own families. Their own children feared them. They lived on the edges of civilization, called upon only when you needed warriors who literally had nothing left to lose. The Volsunga Saga describes one warrior. He knows not his own strength, feels not his wounds, and recognizes not his kin until the wolf spirit releases him. Imagine regaining consciousness after a battle, not knowing what you had done or who you might have killed. But here's where this story connects to something happening right now. What I'm about to tell you might be the most important part of this entire video. The Ulfhednar weren't just warriors, they were Odin's chosen instruments. Odin was accompanied by two wolves, Geri and Freki, the god of wisdom, war, death, and ecstasy. The Ulfhednar embodied all these aspects. Here's the revelation that changes everything. The tradition never died. Similar warrior cults appeared throughout medieval Europe, always in times of crisis, always associated with mysterious figures who claimed knowledge of the old ways. The Ulfhednar tradition directly influenced modern special forces psychology. Warriors who transcend normal human limitations through intense mental conditioning. That didn't disappear, it evolved. Certain government programs have studied these ancient techniques with results that remain classified. In remote parts of Scandinavia, there are still families who claim descent from Ulfhednar bloodlines. They maintain ancient practices and speak of warrior traditions that outsiders are forbidden to witness. Every human being carries the same neurological potential that these ancient warriors unlocked. The question isn't whether you have that power, it's whether you're brave enough to awaken it. After researching every available source and consulting with experts in altered consciousness, I believe we're looking at something that transcends our modern understanding of human potential. The Ulfhednar found a way to access primal states that gave them genuine superhuman abilities, but at a cost few would be willing to pay. They chose transformation over safety, transcendence over comfort. But the most important lesson isn't about Viking warfare, it's about the incredible potential that lies dormant within your own consciousness, potential that these ancient warriors mastered at the ultimate price. The next time you face your own battles, whether physical, mental, or spiritual, remember the Ulfhednar. Within every human being lies the capacity for extraordinary transformation. Are you brave enough to find out what you're truly capable of? Smash that like button if this blew your mind. It helps more people discover these incredible secrets. Comment Ulfhednar if you want me to investigate whether these bloodlines still exist today, because what I've found will shock you. If you're brave enough to dive deeper into humanity's most forbidden secrets, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. I've got episodes planned on Celtic druids, samurai meditation techniques, and modern government programs that will make this look tame. Drop a comment. Do you think you could survive the Ulfhednar transformation, or would it destroy you like it did most who tried? Until next time, thanks for watching.